Welcome to the Game Breakers podcast. This is our 5th episode, and today we have new guests with us. We have Clinton and we have Kumashe, and of course, my co-host today is going to be Khalifa. Kumashe, hey. Welcome.
Thank you very much. It's really good to be here.
All right, lovely. Clinton.
Thank you very much for having me, bro.
We brought a Man U fan so that we can make fun of them. Khalifa, wagwan.
I'm doing great, man. Hamza, thank you for having us once again. And Clinton, what's up? Why are you all stiff?
Bro, I'm just I'm okay.
Yeah, stiff as you are.
How to be stiff? Like, do you know what they've been through?
Oh, they've been through a lot this season, man. Still going through a lot.
No, I'm not going through a lot, bro.
My guy, you said you passed through a lot. Just calm down.
And we're hoping. Do you know what? We really care about you guys, and we hope you people you can at least get up a little. It's just that we want you to stay behind us, but at least go up a little.
A lot for now. Let us get our shit together, bro.
Anyway. Today, we are going to talk about the transfer done deals and the transfer possible deals. And after that, we dive into AFCON. But first of all, let's start with the done deals that we have. And mind you, right now as we're shooting live, Arsenal is playing Crystal Palace. Arsenal has won. Arsenal has scored, sorry. And the man that walks on water, the man that changed water into wine,
please.
Gabriel Jesus has banged the beautiful goal. So as we're talking at this moment, it's Arsenal and Gabriel Jesus with the beautiful goal.
We don't know whether it was beautiful or not. We just know it's a goal.
It's just a goal.
For someone to walk on water and change water to
bro?
wine, anything he scores has to be beautiful.
Not necessarily.
But Clinton, show me a number 9 at Man United that is banging goals right now.
But Jesus, Kai Havertz, and who else? Saka don't have as much goals as
Nketiah. Saka is not a number 9.
Okay, and Nketiah don't have as much goals as
you guys
Jackson.
just love talking about Saka.
Who is Jackson, please?
Jackson.
The Senegalese hunter.
After 10 chances,
according to Rosie,
he's still ahead of Julian. Let's not say that.
But he's at the AFCON, and so far.
What
has he done at the AFCON?
Minutes guy,
what has he done at the AFCON?
Nothing, just to come out.
But so far, Senegal is in top form. They are 100% record so far. But we'll get to that. We'll get to that.
We'll definitely get to that.
So normally when it comes to transfers, I'm always on the rumor mill. But let's start with the done deals, just like you mentioned.
Right. So we're going to start with Reguilón. Reguilón has moved from Spurs to Brentford on loan. And this is one of the done deals that Spurs, they are trying to. At first, we're saying Spurs have gotten the players they needed because they did fast transfer, like they did early transfers. But at this point, it seems like they still want to go for some more players. That's why they are offloading. And because of FFP, of course, they have to offload some players and get more players.
I feel the player is just injury prone.
Reguilón.
Yes, he is.
He has injury right now.
For Man U. He was not starting all the time because of injury.
That was because Ten Hag also wasn't starting. No. Even when he was fit and on the bench, Ten Hag
three matches he didn't.
But let's leave Ten Hag and his diplomatic approach to player selection. There's a whole lot to observe
and
in that.
By the way, Perisic too has gone. Perisic has gone to a Croatian team.
Yeah.
And he
has gone. Yeah, he went back to his club on loan. On loan, he might leave at the end of the season still. But he also has injury at the moment. But to let you know the idea behind all this, they are trying to release some players. So everything is working. And like I said, this guy is doing like early transfers. He's not dragging things like Arteta.
Yeah. And let's talk about Brighton for a minute. Brighton just signed this Brazilian wonder kid, Valentin Barco, and he was being scouted by Manchester City originally. But we know how Brighton like to do transfers, buy small,
sell for big prices.
Yes. And from what I see here, Barco is for people who play fantasy managers, he's actually a wonder kid on that, and we hope to see him here in the Premier League as well.
Okay. Sorry, has Ansu Fati gone back to Barca?
I think he's on a season-long loan. He's on a season-long loan.
He's just injured.
Yes,
as usual.
Apart from just injured, like things are not just working out as planned. So
he's a wonder kid. I don't think so. I just feel like
is he still a wonder kid or he was a wonder kid?
He's still adapting to Premier League.
But he was adapting to Barcelona, to La Liga for how long?
we can't compare that to league, bro.
But Clinton, just
He
a
didn't work
moment
there and it's not
ago, you
working
did
here.
not agree that Onana is adapting to the Premier League.
let's
51
not-
goals and counting, but
And
he's still
Jackson too is
adapting.
adapting to the Premier League.
No.
Yes.
This is
people are
not his
different
first season.
from-
To each his own, different strokes for different folks.
Exactly.
Yes.
But I'm still on the rumor mill, and so we know that West Ham. Let's go to West Ham for a minute. West Ham are still trying to spend the Declan Rice money.
Yeah, West Ham is looking for a midfielder right now.
Yeah, they are looking for a midfielder to partner with Prowse.
Yeah.
So far, it has been an excellent season for them. But we've just, and we know that they have been linked to Emil Smith Rowe, and as usual, Arteta is stalling, not wanting to give the media the juice on what is really going on with Smith Rowe.
What is happening with Smith Rowe is Smith Rowe still wants to sit back and fight for his role. Actually, for me personally, I feel like Smith Rowe should go somewhere where he can get in minutes and he can play more games. Do you understand?
Yes.
I love the guy. I want him to be in Arsenal, but if we're not going to be playing him, we can't just keep him sitting on the bench. Do you understand? Let this guy go and get minutes.
But as a player, when you get to a top team, you won't want to leave the top team for a lower team. It's majorly up, not up, then go down.
Wouldn't that kill their price tag?
Yes.
It kills that play.
If you're in the top team and you're always on the bench, and
But you're collecting
no one
salary.
knows that you're even there. So this one now is not about your
when
career,
you want
it's
to
about
talk
money.
about salary, we leave it for the good people that are in the
Yes.
Gulf country. People in Saudi, that's where you
And
go to
people in
collect your
China.
money, not in the Premier League. So for a team like Arsenal, we've always had that tradition of making the club feel like home to a lot of these guys, and that's why they never want to leave.
Yeah.
So it's because it's cold outside.
Yeah.
It's actually
Yeah.
it's cold outside, literally and otherwise. So him wanting to stay and fight, he came through the academy and he's just going to want to stay here. It's only logical for someone that all he knows all his life has been Arsenal. Yes.
But
At
can't
this point,
can't-
Arsenal is
but
home
can't
to
you
that
try
boy.
something different, a different soup,
We'll
a different team,
But
something different.
We'll just have to wait and see. We just have to wait and see what.
just have to wait and
personally,
see.
personally, I believe
the time will tell.
majorly in the Premier League, players who came straight from the academy find it very hard to leave the club and go to another club. We have examples of Loftus-Cheek in Chelsea.
Yes.
You have Ross Barkley. All of them want to still fight for their spot. We have McTominay in United. And if I'm being honest,
sorry,
McTominay is
don't
not
call-
supposed
don't
to be
call that
there.
But on this note, actually, there's someone like Henderson now. Henderson has been in England for like how long? He just left and went to Saudi. And Henderson is back out of, like, he couldn't stay for a whole season. Henderson left to Ajax for free.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
he took a massive pay cut.
Yeah.
And still on the rumor mill is out there that he wasn't even collecting money in Saudi. Like, how is that logical?
I don't think that's true.
That's the thing.
I don't think that's true. But
I think he needed a tougher league.
it's not about tough league. I feel like the whole environment wasn't conducive for him.
Why?
It's the whole the culture of the place. That's what was affecting him.
I also think it's based on rumor mill. I think Saudi is being probed because a lot of players now are looking to leave because they bought a lot of players, placed them on very high wages. So it's a thing of how many players can they pay.
But at the end of the day, the moves are not even working out. I heard Benzema might be
He wants
out
to
of
come back to the
he's
Premier
coming back
League.
he wants to come to the Premier League. But let's also talk about Newcastle. What is going on at Newcastle?
Newcastle they are trying to offload men. Like Newcastle are trying to offload people like Trippier now because Bayern is going for Trippier.
Yeah.
They are trying to offload Trippier, Joe Linton. They need to sell to buy, and they need to buy.
Why are you offloading Trippier when he's very, very good?
I'm coming.
He's their best.
Last season,
He's their best.
Yes, but last season Trippier was absolute amazing guy. Like every set piece, you're afraid that Trippier is going to deliver a goal.
Yes.
But this season, his mistakes have cost them 3 goals. Actually, this season.
Last season, if you didn't have Trippier
So-
on your fantasy team, man,
Yes.
you didn't know what you were doing.
And the age is the age thing also.
Yes.
Like you can know that you have a 30+ player and the 30+ player is doing his thing.
We have
You
so
know
many
that
30+ players, bro. We have so many 30+ players.
how is that working out for you?
I also believe it's the player in particular, not just the age, because we have
the brainer is 30
you have 30 plus players who are still firing. For example,
no, but at the same
Silva.
time, they need money. Like I said, they need to offload too. So it's probably not it's not like it's a comfortable decision.
When you are talking football, you have to talk about what goes on the pitch and off the pitch. The business aspect of the game.
Yeah, there's the business aspect.
The business aspect of the game, you have to pay as much attention as what actually goes on the pitch. And if offloading Trippier is the way forward for them to cope with the FFP, and they are also a Saudi-owned team now, but still the FFP has kicked in. And let's just go and talk about another big money spender, Chelsea.
What is Chelsea going for right now? Who is Chelsea going for, by the way?
that they called back someone.
No, they called Cesar Casadei back from Leicester.
But are they going to use him?
Why?
And they are also linked to Sesko from RB Leipzig. And for people that have Nicolas Jackson as a striker, Sesko is actually a striker. So why do you need Sesko if you have Nicolas Jackson and he's that good?
Because
you also have
we have
Broya,
but Broya has their mid offers. West Ham and Tottenham are coming in for Broya.
But does it make sense to let that guy go? Is he's someone? He's like Giroud to me.
I just
he's big, he's strong.
Feel it's not working for him.
No, of course not.
I just feel it's not working for him now, and they want him to go. I think what Chelsea is doing right now is they want their players to have first team football. That's why they called back Andre Santos from Nottingham Forest because he wasn't being played. They called back Fofana from Union Berlin
and now sent him alone again
to Burnley because they know that Burnley will feature him. So that's what it's about. They want their players to get to play first team football so that when they need them to come back, it's a thing of they are ready, not that they were warming bench in another club.
But I feel that is not.
Let me say something. Chelsea, you have to just give Chelsea. Chelsea have been doing good business for a while now. So all these players, they have a lot of players on loan.
Yes.
So it only makes sense that they want those players playing wherever they are so that the price keeps going up.
Yeah.
That's why I said Chelsea they've been doing good business. I don't even think they're about football anymore. So they're about this dollar.
But also remember, there was a time when Chelsea had over 20 players under the age of 23 out on loan. So obviously what these new owners have done is to identify this untapped market and actually tap into it, if you ask me. And we're going to talk about Calcutta at some point, but
talking about calling people back from loan, we tried to call what's this boy's name? This is our left back.
Okay, oh my God.
Tierney.
Tried
to call Tierney back. Tierney said he doesn't want to come back. Baba said no.
Because
Baba is going to come and sit on the bench.
You will bench him.
Yeah, small now.
Small?
But
someone that's in first
your main team wants to call you back. He said no. But okay, right now we have Timber has injury. What's his name? Zinchenko has injury right now.
No, Zinchenko is starting. He's actually starting today. He started. He started today.
Oh,
Zinchenko is starting today.
But Zinchenko, I've had issues with Zinchenko. Clearly, his defensive side is not all that
solid.
So,
but his attacking is good.
Urian Timber is back in February.
But if you attack and score 10 goals and you allow them to equalize the 10 goals, what's the point?
You can say that to Dalot too now. He will do the same thing.
But let's talk about Man United for a minute. I had high-profile boys. Let's talk about first team players that might be moving. I had last episode we did talk about Martial, and I was like, this guy is just, I don't even know what his own issue is generally. But as of right now, Anthony is also in the rumor mill for wanting to. I mean, they are advising them to offload the guy, and 82 million.
Because of all his.
Let me explain something. Anthony is Ten Hag's boy. He's not going to do that because he has been backing. He did not back Sancho for all the nonsense he did.
Yeah.
Why is he going to offload someone that he bought for how many million?
82 million.
Are you serious? And that's now, and the rubbish he's playing, and we are not even talking about it. And you think he will offload him? No, he will not.
No, but see, Clinton. Let me explain from this angle. Maybe we know he's Ten Hag's boy.
Yes.
But at the same time, this guy has issues now with, I don't know, they said he has a case of rape or something like that.
They have called it off. because they don't have the evidence.
So that's why they are advising he steps away from the club so that it doesn't affect the club. You know, these British teams, they have. They know how their media is.
Yes.
Oh, the tabloids don't forgive.
That's why Greenwood had to go. They couldn't bring back Greenwood after his whole case.
Yes.
Everything was cleared out.
For now, his evidence is given to his lawyers right now, are not showing that he has committed it.
You see, all this discussion with the lawyer and with
Greenwood's own was that there was an evidence. His so-called wife.
Girlfriend,
yeah.
Baby mama,
yes. Had videos, had pictures, showed
which was posted. The thing is that she dropped it.
So at
but
the end of the day, all these cases are
videos
just
and
like allegations and nothing concrete yet. So let's just keep it moving.
Like now, let's talk about the Martial.
Okay.
Look, I used to say it. United is a wonderful club. I would defend them, but you have one kind of small disease that comes with all this is that player will start good runs like 2-3, then become lazy. There's kind of culture, that lazy culture.
They become too relaxed.
Yes, too relaxed, and they'll just maybe their agent will just fire them one kind of big wage. Everybody's buying. Look at Rashford right now. I used to say it. It's just that wage. I keep on saying that wage because last season when he started, he was playing fine. When he reviewed it, my guy started going for clubs.
Every time you guys go for a player, if you let those players feel like they are coming to the biggest club in the world.
We are the biggest club.
Wait, now let me laugh.
You were the biggest club.
We are still the biggest club.
It's just
as you are telling them, trophies do you have?
It's just how many trophies have you won in the last 10 years?
Okay.
You started something that
Yes.
But see, so those players when they come,
left, I don't think they have won any Premier League.
Not a Premier League trophy.
Not a Premier League trophy.
Okay, I mean,
what have you guys won after Ferguson?
Apart from
Europa
they won
Europa and then
and Cobra Club.
They won Europa. That's don't worry. You try.
Yes, now we try now.
Try.
No, don't try.
What I was trying to say, so because they are feeling like they are coming to the biggest club, once they get there, they feel like they've arrived.
Yes.
That's the problem, honestly.
Yes.
Most of them, because once they get there, they say, Martial was that guy that they were saying is the next Henry before he came. Martial was red hot.
Yes,
they even had the Ballon d'Or clause.
There's this clause that if he wins Ballon d'Or, they are going to get money from Man
That's what I'm saying.
Which he will never. So that money is gone. Bets don't cut.
Look at Sancho now. When he first came, he played well. But as just relax or like the Man U culture mentality entered them, I don't know. Next thing they are sleeping.
Meanwhile, after he left, I saw his Instagram. Do you know how many players were commenting? They're commenting like this guy just left prison. Everybody's like happy for him.
You know,
every player.
You know, Ronaldo said something that when he went back, like the show he went to, when he went back to the training ground, the training room, the locker room, he still saw him all the equipment.
When he left the first time.
So you could see that there's not. See, the Glazers are sucking us dry in a way that we don't even know, and they are good businessmen though.
Meanwhile, your new owners, what do you have to say about your new owners? I heard they are giving them 25%.
I will not even say much right now because I'm still yet to see what they want to do first. Because all this sitting down with the team, talking, I need to see real business. I need to look at this January. I just heard now that they are not going to go for any players this January. I said, wow, why?
Because of FFP, they need to offload, and the main reason why they are finding it hard to offload is because of the wages their players are already on.
That's the problem. And look at
Maguire.
Maguire or Martial is getting 275.
Yeah, if you offer them too much wages,
you offer them the moon actually.
And now to cut it down for them, they will not agree because that lifestyle has been part of them. So what do you expect?
That was one of the reasons why Maguire's move to West Ham failed, because they were obviously going to give him a wage cut and he didn't want that.
100 and something.
And then they were trying to get Maguire and McTominay.
Yes.
But the wages was just what they couldn't handle.
What do you expect?
Meanwhile, Pilistrin, you guys are trying to loan him to Grenada. And if he goes through, it's going to be a deal that probably at the end of the season they might want to buy him. So what do you guys because that guy is really good. I don't know why you guys are getting.
Look, I used to say that there's some player that fit in for first half. and there's some players that fit in for second half. There's some players that you just call in to change the game. You can see like what Man City did at their last match with De Bruyne. They just entered and boom, the game changed.
Thank you for mentioning Man City. Now let's talk about a team with timber and caliber. Man City are looking to offload Calvin Phillips this January.
Talking about that.
But why didn't they do that since? He was just warming bench on bench.
But mind you,
on bench.
This guy on the bench that has only played, I think he has only played like 10 to 18 matches. I can't remember the actual figure. Yes, 10 to 18 games. 10 to 18 games. And in his 10 to 18 games and the number of bench appearances, this guy has more trophies than anybody in the Man United starting.
You are in a club that is all about winning trophies. Not my club that I don't know what they are doing. They're in a club about, so why won't you have that? And if I'm sitting down, I'm collecting trophies and it is my, understand.
No, but you're not winning trophies, but you're using money to keep these guys here. And when you do these things, you don't expect there's no desirable result that is going to come out of this.
So
team.
who will go to a club that's not winning trophies?
All the players in Man U. Everybody
I mean,
in Man U and everybody lives in Man U.
If you believe in whatever they are selling you, you can go believing that they will win trophies. There's that. But
that's what Arteta used to get.
That's what he used.
He sold them a dream.
And what is happening now?
They're still going for it.
They're
still going for it.
We're way better than a lot of people.
Yeah.
I can beat my chest today.
That what?
That are way better than a lot of people.
We're way better than Man United.
I didn't want to call names, but okay.
We are way better than Man United.
We cannot just sit down and bottle a league.
Apart.
At least we can't bottle a league.
Anyway,
just think about it.
You wait till you get to the top of the table, then you will know if you can bottle it.
I'm not going to sit on that table.
Baba, when we get there, we'll cross that bridge. Even if we bottle it again.
Like I said, this season, 5th, 6th, that's what I'm expecting us now to be.
No,
you will not focus on your team.
They won't be that.
I expect the name of this nigga. You will not focus on your team.
You'll be fortunate to be playing qualifiers for Europa next season.
If they are going to be inside top 10, they don't reach 10 now. Even him, he knows. They will not reach top 10.
So 7.
So now
for someone that is hoping for 6 and 7,
so now you languishing to be table mediocrity.
Arsenal is 5th.
Arsenal will be 5th.
Tottenham will not agree. Tottenham.
Yes, we will not agree. Liverpool will not agree.
Tottenham.
Yes.
You know this whole bottling story. It started with Tottenham.
And why won't I start with them?
Anyway.
They are trying.
Let's move on. Let's leave Man U. Because if we start with Man U, will not end. So this Calvin Phillips, there are 6 clubs going for this guy.
Most notable, most worthy of mention is West Ham.
The thing is, West Ham are the ones that have put in more work. And
West
they are
Ham
the ones
just
that made their offer.
for a midfielder. They're just out.
They are the ones that made their offer. But Newcastle, Atletico, Barca, Juventus, and Crystal Palace, as well as West Ham, are going for him. So this is someone that has not been playing a lot. This is someone that he has, for the better part of
his career at Man City.
His career at Man City, he hasn't really seen playing time.
And he's not bothered.
No, but
he is bothered.
Let me tell you.
If he's bothered, you have said something. Like the other players have done.
That's indiscipline. That's why what Sancho did. Forget everything is messed up, but for Sancho to come out and talk about a club like that, I don't want to go back to Man U. But for Sancho to come back and talk about a club is indiscipline. You shouldn't do that. You're a professional.
Because
so this one, he can only sit back and talk to his manager.
Why would they call him up there?
Even Calvin Phillips, Pep called him out that he was overweight. Did you see Calvin Phillips come out to him?
He will come out and talk now. He's a professional now.
You know, when you sign someone with big money and you give him that big boy fly, that's the thing. Just now, just like you say now, there's no player that's bigger than the club.
See, I didn't want to talk about Man U, but for you to condone this behavior, that's why you guys are having the problem you're having. All your sport boys
and now when you even look at it,
between players
the players that you...
So that's why you should come outside and talk.
But why it seems
Rashford
like...
that went after Man City beat us. Rashford that went for a party after the game.
That's the indiscipline.
And when the media spoke about him to Ten Hag, did he talk anything? He still defended Rashford. Why couldn't he not just allow the thing and call the player? Even when we're saying call the player in and talk to the player, even though he's sorry, he doesn't need to look.
Okay, this is for Sancho now.
This is for Sancho.
Right.
just something you can sit down and talk to him, then get a soft landing.
But then at the end of the day, if a manager does not have control of his dressing room, you expect this kind of things to happen. Who sanctioned Sancho's interview or whatever Sancho posted out online?
Speaking on that, I remember when Lukaku came back to the Premier League, came back to Chelsea, there was a point where he granted an interview and it was said that even his fellow players, the manager, and even the staff of Chelsea didn't know he was going to grant the interview. So there's every possibility that they
But after that happened, what has happened?
He was disciplined, yes.
Yeah.
And after that, they made sure. After that interview, he hardly even featured until he left.
Exactly. Yeah. Now it was a thing of they didn't know, but they rectified the mistake. I think the problem that Sancho had with Ten Hag, because when he spoke about the Rashford issue, when what Rashford did was carried in the papers, it was different from Rashford actually going out and speaking against Ten Hag. Main reason why it seems like Ten Hag
did he actually speak against Ten Hag?
Who? Sancho. He complained about what Ten Hag did to him, because Ten Hag, it was said that even back when he was in Dortmund, he used to come late for training. Mm-hmm. Yes, and Ten Hag has a system that when his players come late for training, they either pay a fee or do something. And Rashford has come late for training before, and Ten Hag disciplined him that way. So when it happened with Sancho comes out and starts complaining. So that was the issue.
You know, Mikel actually sat down and spoke about Hazard. Mm-hmm. That he's one of these kind of players that doesn't like to train.
Yes.
Yeah, I saw that.
Around.
Yeah.
These are the kind of people are talented. People are just talented. Put them on the field, they will do the play.
But look at Hazard in the long run. How did he end?
Exactly.
When you come back overweight, it says a lot about your lifestyle.
Like, see, obviously I agree with what you said, but you see that when Hazard went to Madrid, did you notice that break, after that summer break, when Hazard came back, he was overweight, and from there he never just got it back.
They said Hazard scored, I think, 7 or 9 goals in his
that was a very, very expensive Galactico flop.
Yeah.
And let's look at the Champions League. Just look at 2 games that Onana just gave to the opponent. Like, just take. We don't deserve to progress in that. I think, bro.
But I also feel that even if Onana is messing up, you should give the second goalkeeper a chance.
Thank you.
Rather than going back with De Gea, why not try the second goalkeeper and see?
Just imagine.
Yeah,
you sitting down.
No, it's not Henderson. Yeah. It's
No, it's not Henderson. Henderson left.
Henderson has gone to Crystal Palace.
Crystal Palace.
Yeah.
Is this guy they brought from? Is it Asia or something?
I can't remember his name, but yeah.
Start with B and S.
No, you have a backup goalkeeper. God forbid something happens to Onana, the guy will eventually start. So if Onana is not in form, you see, now this is another thing with the Ten Hag guy. He's not even stamping his foot down on things that are not acceptable. Like when some managers come and they talk about values, but speaking about managers and managers that have coached Man United, Mourinho just got the sack.
That was surprising.
No, that is Mourinho.
It wasn't surprising.
To me, it was surprising.
That's my best coach ever, bro. My manager of the year is him and Pep.
Yeah,
bro. Anywhere he goes, if you don't work with him, he goes. You have to
I know the team hasn't done well this season,
but he gave them a trophy.
Yeah, he gave them a trophy. He gave them a trophy.
His last Conference League.
Yes,
it was a huge debate that they were cheated.
He was going to go to finals. I mean, he was going to enter finals with the same Roma. How many coming games or something like that? And see, if he has actually entered the finals, he will have played well. Yeah. So leave that manager for me. He's just the best. Any club he goes, he must do well. Then you will not see that he will start misbehaving and. End of the day, they sack him. Anyhow, he's collecting his school cash after they sack him, though.
Before rounding up the transfer news, I just have to mention Ivan Toney. It seems like we're not getting that guy because the last interview with the coach said, this guy is like a new signing. Baba is not going anywhere. He said 99% chance of him leaving.
I bet Nigeria.
So as he be like say bets don't cut.
And Baba is even coming on with the armband today.
Yes.
First game with the armband.
Yes.
Rumor, not even rumor. Everybody is saying without Ivan Toney, Brentford might actually be going on relegation?
Yeah.
And would they be willing to risk selling Ivan Toney and go on relegation?
If the right price comes, they will sell him.
They will not.
Yes,
sell
that's
him.
what. See what he said. See what he said. He said there's 99 chance that he's staying. But you know how football is. That's what he said. You know how football is. So that 1% chance.
the money.
They are willing
Name
to
me
listen
a
to
striker
offers.
now in Brentford.
That's not the matter.
They
It's
don't
money.
have a striker, so
It's
they have
money.
to keep what
Does
they have.
apart from Richarlison, does Tottenham have before Richarlison stepped up, did Tottenham have a striker? No. See, when the right money comes, they will sell him and
So
go
what
and
is
find
the right
somebody
money?
else.
39 million or 40 million.
The right money is 100.
No, they're asking for 100.
They're asking for 100.
That's the thing. They don't want to sell him.
And that is one thing with English teams.
So if
when
someone
they get
comes
the
out 100
opportunity
now,
to
that's what we're
collect the
saying.
money, they are going
Somebody
to
can cough out.
Chelsea
Do you
can come
understand?
on 100.
Chelsea now
We
decide
won't
to cough
cough
out.
out 100.
Since they have the, what do they call him? The last time, something Hunter.